here with the most amazing Sam Gray. Now, he's had a fantastic year. He's just finished touring with the amazing Peter Andre, and also he's got a brand new album out. Sam, it's great to be here with you.
It's a pleasure to see you.
Now, it must be very exciting to be you at the moment. What do you think?
Yeah, it is, yeah.
And now, we know that you've just performed on stage at the O2. What was that like?
Amazing. It was pretty daunting, to be honest with you. There was a lot of moments where I forgot my lyrics and stuff. And,
Did you?
Yeah, it was amazing. All these faces just looking, so many faces looking up at me. But
and what do you do when you? I know every superstar forgets the lyrics. What do? You just carry on? No one notices?
Well, I try to, but Peter Andre had his lyrics written in front of him, so I just tend to read them and just like.
That's a secret for you, chaps.
Mix in a bit of Mysterious Girl and the rest. So, well, I just carried on and just about two songs in, I was pretty. It was all right. So
it's quite overwhelming, though, is it? The amount of people.
It is. It's amazing. All the cameras are going off and people are cheering. There's like lights in the distance. Someone sat over there, miles away. But, you know, it's
very exciting.
Yeah, it's brilliant.
Well, we're here. You're going to have to get used to that. So, what are you looking forward to in 2013?
Just more of the same, really. And I've got an album coming out as well. My new album, Too Much of a Good Thing.
Too Much of a Good Thing.
Yep. Okay. Which is lots of good things on it. Hopefully.
So that's the reason. You know.
Yeah.
Much of a good
pretty
thing.
much. Yeah.
And what kind of music is it? How have you gone forward with this album? Because this is not your first album, is it?
No, it's not. I mean, Brighter Day was quite singer-songwriter. There was a lot of just really good songs. It's really good songs on this album as well, but a lot more of a soul element and stuff. And
so you feel that you've been influenced sort of quite retro?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it likes Curtis Mayfield and Marvin Gaye, and I've been listening to a lot of that when I was writing and stuff. So how do you work in the studio? Do you start with the lyrics or do you start with a tune? How does it work? I'm always interested to know that for songwriters. It varies really. To be honest with you, sometimes I'm on the street and I've got my iPhone out and I'm singing along to myself. You know, and people give me funny looks.
So just an idea comes into your head and you've got to get it down.
Yeah, whether it's a lyric or it's a melody, and I'll go home and put it to some chords and stuff and write on guitar usually, and then just try and get a vibe and a beat for it and send it to some people who I think can work on it. Yeah. Work on it myself if I think I can do it myself. And
do you use different producers or do you use the same one or?
I use a lot of different people and different writers now as well, especially for this new album coming out. I wrote a lot of tracks with a guy called Joe Killington, who signed to the same label as me, Notting Hill, and I wrote a lot of songs with him. He's a great writer, just really good for bouncing ideas and melodies and stuff. And sometimes you got to think of them quite quickly, and they don't always come dead quickly. Do you know what I mean? Because my first album was pretty much my life story.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean? I've got a life.
So it was all written anyway.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. So the next album's what's coming out soon was just very much a formula, really.
Yeah.
To be honest with you.
And do you like writing with other people? Is it because I know that you've written on your own. You're a very talented man, and you've written all your songs mostly on your own until this album, haven't you? Yeah. Has it been a different thing to do, a different vision for you?
Yeah, there was obviously a deadline for the album. Do you know what I mean? There's always deadlines, isn't there? Do you know what I mean? But it was an exciting experience. It was a new way of writing songs for me.
Progressive.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. And the fact that I'd written a lot of songs, a lot of ideas myself, originally, I could just send them out to the different writers and go, "What do you think of this? Can you think of a chorus for that? Can you think of some lyrics for this?" And I mean, I wrote with Steve White as well. Quite a lot of stuff with Steve White.
Never heard of him.
Sorry, Steve.
Steve White's my partner, but also a fantastic drummer that we all know and love.
Yeah. But like "Hand Me a Ticket," I wrote with Steve, and
it's a beautiful song. But I think it's probably my favourite actually.
Oh, brilliant!
It's amazing. Yeah, cool. I think it's probably because that's all I hear in my kitchen, that kind of music all the time.
Yeah.
So maybe I just think it's been written before somewhere.
Yeah, probably.
But it hasn't. Probably. A bit like when I heard Amy for the first time, and I thought, has she written? Is that a cover?
Yeah,
you hear that kind of
classic.
retro.
Yeah, definitely.
And you think, have I heard that before? But it's fantastic. So, what would you say your favourite track of the album? Or is that are they like little babies to you? So you couldn't say which one was your favourite of your new album?
Yeah, I can't really put my finger on one favourite. It's like writing with me. I tend to get a bit bored of certain styles, so I'll go write some soul music, I'll go write a kind of a ballad, or I'll go write a reggae track or something.
Because you've got it's sort of almost like an early Sting kind reggae beat in some things.
Yeah.
I know because that's how I grew up on, because I love the
All right, cool.
And I always think that's really, really, similar to that. Are you influenced by so many eclectically, or is it by every single type of music? Do you listen to everything? Because I know you've got a history and you've got a music degree.
Yeah. But I just listen to different things at different times. Whether it's raining or it's sunny or it's Christmas or at different points of the year, you're different to listen to different things that reflect your mood. You know what I mean? So that's what I've tried to. Whatever I'm listening to, I've written kind of been in my head subconsciously. I've written a track that's kind of that kind of essence. You know what I mean? So there's soul stuff and I listen to a lot of Stevie Wonder, and so I want to write a funk track. That's a really good riff that I can kind of work something into my song like that. Not copy it, but just try and be influenced by it. And
absolutely,
that's what I'm trying to do with this album. So.
And you, as a songwriter, now you also write for other people, don't you?
Yeah.
So there's a lot going on in there. So the well is not dry.
No, it's
so
not.
who else have you written for? Around the world, I've heard it's quite a global thing.
I've written for the first track that I got cut. It was in Holland, with a guy called Ben Saunders.
Wow.
That won the Voice of Holland.
Oh, wow,
and,
okay.
So it was a track that was on my album originally, but it was called Two Hearts. It's like a 6/8 love ballad, and he took it over there and just...
A bit like the Bee Gees then.
Yeah, well, yeah. Not as high as them. But
well,
I can try, but...
they're from Charlton, mate. Don't worry about that.
Okay, fair enough. Maybe I should be singing at that.
We've got to start somewhere. No, that's fantastic. So do you get a bit like... Because I used to think, blimey, the Bee Gees wrote some great songs and then they see these amazing people singing. Does it get on your nerves a little bit that they're singing them? Or do you think, no, actually, you're quite good at giving them away and saying, there you go.
Yeah,
there you go, baby. Go and be sung by someone else.
Definitely, yeah. If they do a good version of it, if it was someone like death metal version of Two Hearts, I think it'd be a bit different. Do you know what
Actually,
I mean?
I quite fancy that.
Really?
Yeah.
What, doing a version?
Yeah. So that's me, death metal all over, mate, isn't it? So what would you say is your favourite song to perform live? Because your looks have changed over the years, haven't they? And so you're quite upbeat now, and it's quite a band feel, isn't it? And quite old band feel in a way.
Yeah, definitely.
So what's your favourite song? Would you say at the moment to perform live? What do you get the most response by, really? What do people go mental for?
One of my favourites at the minute is probably This Girl, a track called This Girl. Cause it is
fantastic live.
Yeah.
I've been there. Viewers, it's fantastic.
Brilliant. Hope it was a good experience.
It was great, it was great.
But yeah, it was that's kind of one I can put my guitar down on and I can just dance around a bit. And it's all a bit new to me is what to do with my hands and my feet, because I tend to move my right leg a lot because I'm a bit like my dad, I've adopted the dad dance, you know what I mean? But it's great. It's just like I can run to the front stage and get people to sing and clap along, and I love that one at the minute. That's a really good song to sing. So
absolutely, music's running through your veins, and you've been doing this forever. And I think you're probably one of the true artists that is doing it and not going to a competition to sing a song, doing it the old-fashioned way, guys. Well, it's lovely to speak to you, Sam.
You too.
And I wish you all the best for 2013.
Thank you. Cheers.
This girl doesn't love me, this girl, she just brings me down and bleeds me dry. A woman, I know how you used to behave, but I feel when you're telling me that I stand it. But this girl doesn't love me, this girl, then I don't know why I even try. Was it you, was it me? Tell me, what did I see? 'Cause I only say hello when I should say goodbye.
Too Much of a Good Thing is the brilliant new album from Sam Gray, featuring the singles This Girl and One Night Stand. Out now on CD and download.